What's going on, guys? Welcome back to No Music Playing. There you go. In the last episode of Pokemon Pearl, we got our whole team ready to go over here, and we pretty much just accomplished this little area. There wasn't much really to do. We fought one trainer, maybe two, I don't remember. I think it was like one. We got some Stone Age, and we basically rocked out. There wasn't much going on. Oh, we did meet Cynthia's mom, and also Cynthia. I think we met her a second time. I don't actually remember. Whatever. You see, the reason I don't remember is because I did something off-screen last time, which pretty much encompassed a lot longer of an episode. Yeah, I went grinding for a little bit. As it turns out, there is actually no Moonstone in this game that you can find. In Pokemon Platinum, you can just randomly find Moonstones on the ground, like they're actual items. In this game, you have to go underground, or you have to go into caves, and fight Clefairies and the Clefas. Maybe Clefables, I don't think Clefables appear. But doing so, you have a 5% chance off of them of getting a Moonstone. Only problem, you have a 50% chance of getting nothing, and another 50% chance of getting... Well, actually, that's a 45% chance of getting nothing. A 50% chance of getting a Moonstone... Or, no, a 5% chance of getting a Moonstone, and a 50% chance of getting... Leppa berries. I have 17 of these bastards now. What that pretty much means is that I'm never going to run out of Moonstone uses, but now that I do have a Moonstone, I'm never going to run out of Metronome uses. Blech. What that basically means is now Yuki is able to evolve. There's no reason not to evolve her, actually. Once I got Metronome, I pretty much got everything I wanted to get with her. I mean, she does learn some other interesting moves. I think she even learns, like, Gravity. But I'm honestly not all that interested. So, I'm just going to go for Clefable. There's Yuki! Honestly, I'm missing out on some, mostly just better stats if I don't evolve her now. So, here you go. Yuki is now a full-fledged member of the party. 109 HP, that's not bad. Basically the same as Bao. Brave nature, of course, means she's strong and fast, or strong and not fast. Some rather even stats. She's basically a slightly bulkier, slightly slower Mavis. Yeah, that's what she's looking like. A much bulkier, slower Mavis. Yeah. She's still one of the slowest members of the party, unfortunately, but, you know, I don't think that was going to change anytime soon. So, it's the same old moves. She's pretty much good to go. She's a mixed attacker at this point. I think her special attack is actually supposed to be higher than her attack, but because of EV training, as well as, you know, just standard nonsense of her being a brave nature, her attack is actually slightly higher, which is interesting. Also, her special defense is oddly one of her highest stats. In fact, her special defense basically rivals Buddha now. That's a little weird, but alright. In fact, her defenses are just really good in general. I mean, not Heathcliff levels, but they're still solid. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with Yuki. Yuki's turning out pretty solid. I know Clefable's not exactly one of the best Pokemon, but for what she is, I think she'll be able to handle life pretty nicely. So, party member Yuki fully realized. Now it's just Tonchan that needs to catch up, and I think he is the quickest to evolve of the three starters, so we'll see. Anyhow, let's just go to Hearthstone and get the hell out of here. Long intro over. Also, in the last episode, I think we've done all the necessary events in order to get the 5th gym to finally activate for us to play. Which is golden, because I actually want to play the fucking thing. Yep, here we go. The gym leader here is the user of Ghost-type Pokemon. You have her main Pokemon. Yeah, we already have her main Pokemon, so... Normal-type moves have no effect at all on Ghosts. Too bad Metronome technically doesn't count. It's as if you weren't there, but you have to see it for yourself. Go get them. Well, you know, they can't hit our normal types with their ghosty moves. Now, that was a fantastic sound you could have picked. Let's go. Question 3. Plus 5 plus 7 is... Answer 2, 16, 15. Okay. Well, as we all know, 8 plus 7 equals 15, so I'm going to go say the answer's 2. Who on earth is going to say the answer's 2? Don't you have a poke attack, or did you mess up deliberately? Yep. I honestly don't think he was questioning whether or not I got that wrong or not. He was just saying you're fighting deliberately. I mean, if you got a 2 from that on purpose, you'd have to try and get a 2 from that on purpose. Alright, let's go bite. I'm going to try and figure out every single one of these without using the poke attack. Utilize my mathematical abilities that I sort of still have. I mean, I was impressing some people at work. I was counting the ones properly and saying it without using the calculator. I'm pretty fast at standard math. I'm not fast at any math above that. So, you know. Mostly because I don't really fucking care to understand math above standard shit. Like multiplication, division, I get all that. Even like exponents to a slight extent, I can do that in my head pretty fast. But once you start getting into just a bunch of nonsense, like algebra and garbage, I'm just like, no, get that away. Algebraic equations, okay, whatever. Just start getting into foiling and geometry bullshit, sin, cosine, and tangent, sin, cosine, I believe it is, I don't remember. Tangents, all that nonsense. I don't care about any of that. It's way, way beyond me. Gwa, I was done in. This was a setup. Also, this poor kid has to sit in this creepy, silent room his whole life. What a boring existence. Anyway, 16? Hello, lady. You either crew the quiz so you get to battle me, right? Yep, basically. I love how the trainers are pretty obvious with this. They understand that you're throwing the questions. The later ones, I think, are a lot less like you're throwing the quiz. They're just saying, yeah, you probably just fucked up. You douchebag. Wow, we actually have very even HP. Didn't matter at all. No, it doesn't affect Mischievous today. However, you better not pain split again or else I'm gonna flip a table. Okay, that was even worse. To be fair, pain split is a very obnoxious move. Especially in competitive. Like, that shit gets obnoxious on Dusclops. Just use Curse on Dusclops, keep him with the Eviolite, and then just pain split, pain split, pain split. You will piss off your opponent so much. It's pretty effective, honestly. I mean, that's one of the most potent healing moves. That. Just because of how much damage it can do. Like, getting a low-level Mischievous with Pain Split and, like, a Focus Sash, that shit would be obnoxious. I mean, it'd be a little bit worthless, but you could totally do it. Correct, congratulations. Okay. Honestly, I think this quiz system is a little bit better than the one in 6th gen. I don't know, just something about the 6th gen one took too long. 12 plus 28 is 40. That's easy enough. Watch, I'm gonna get one of these wrong, and it's just gonna be like, oh, that's gonna be hilarious. Alright, next up. Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna let Buddha rock this gym for the most part. He has Bite, he can do it. Maybe I'll switch him Bow every once in a while, but... Or not Buddha, sorry, Tonchan. I'm not sure why I always do that. Probably because, like, the B... Something about the B just makes me think of tortoises. I'm not sure why. You're faster than me, why would you use Payback? You did 4 damage. I mean, Ghastly's not exactly a physical wall. It's a floating ball of gas. Campa Drew. What are we gonna get rid of for Earthquake? Because I think it learns Earthquake the second it turns the evolution level, like 33, I think it is, or 34. Like, once it evolves, I'm probably going to get rid of Mega Drain, because its attack is just... Well, actually, no. I should get rid of Razor Leaf then, shouldn't I? Because then he won't have a special move. Could also get rid of Bite, try to go get rid of Rock Smash or something. Like, he is the Rock Smash guy right now, so I sort of just have to accept that. Oh right, I never went and bought Moo Milks off screen. I totally forgot to do that. I was too busy hunting for Lepa Berries. by that I mean hunting for one fucking moonstone. You know what's even worse about that fact? Is that Cleffa is what I had to fight. I couldn't fight Clefairies, because the area I was in was nothing but Cleffas. They have a very, very hard chance of being found. Like, what was there? There was Chinglings, there was... I don't think there were Machops. Machops are outside. There were Metatites, there were Geodudes, Zubats. All that shit is way, way, way too common. Found all that shit a lot more than Cleffa. I healed a reasonable amount. Thank you, Root. I forgot the other surname of the Root. I just know that the first part of it is, or the second part of it is Root. Absorb Root, Hard Root. I have a hard root. Let's go. Oh, by the way, you might have noticed that in the screen I actually have the new title picture over there. Oh, hey, Leech Seed. Oh, man. Why are you learning Leech Seed so late? That's an awesome early game move, but once you get this late, it's just like, yeah, fuck that. Sorry, Tonchan. Would have been nice to have you with Leech Seed. Plus, you're kind of a physical tank, so there's really no reason to give you Leech Seed. Oh, wow. You're evolving at level 32? Alright, well, that's every member of the party then. Now, I said you were going to learn Earthquake, so don't let me down here, kiddo. At least learn Mud Shot. It'd be a little weird if you did. Hello, Mr. Torterra. There you are. Yes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of Razor Leaf. Yep. It's kind of a shame getting rid of Razor Leaf, considering it's like one of its better stab moves. Considering it's physical, but you know, for right now, I think it's better to have that than Mega Drain. Plus, if I get Giga Drain, then he'll pretty much be set to go. He does technically have more special attack, given his nature, but it doesn't really work out because his attack is still going to be higher. Though he is sort of a mixed attacker. There you go. Yep, Tonchan's good to go. And he slowly became slightly faster. Yeah, he became faster in Tio. Though it's only because he's a level higher, though I don't think she's going to gain 3 in speed on one level. Alright, well, Tonchan, congratulations. You are now the highest member of my party, and I can focus on everyone else now. Bow. Just come in here and annihilate everyone for me. Thank you very much. Take this potion off Buddha. And we're good to go, because there's nothing they can do anymore now that Bow is my main party member. Alright. Well, full team setup. Buddha just feels like the little shrimp now that he can't evolve. I mean, he's a little shrimp anyway because of his anime character he represents, but oh well. I'm not afraid of picnicking anywhere, including this scary, creepy, dark room with no one else in it. You know, she's kind of a weird person. She has just a bunch of little kids in her Pokemon gym. And they're all raised upon, like, math question doors, and that's the only time the door ever opens, is when stupid kids answer the questions wrong. Kind of an odd existence. I wonder if they get paid for this. Do any of the Pokemon gym trainers get paid to do what they do, or do they just sort of sit there and live their life? I'm going to get a lot of HP back for this. Aha! 11. He's at about 88 HP. Well, somewhere in the 88 to 95 ballpark. Not bad. Misdreavus will not have that much, and I might not even be able to one-shot Misdreavus. But we'll see. Oh, this gym's going to be hilariously easy. Look at that damage! It's not even fair, man. Misdreavus has 80 to 87 HP, roughly. It is nice knowing with the shell bow how much... Wow, that was an odd animation for Surf. It looked like the colors glitched out there a little bit. This is the first episode where I do have him with Surf, so, you know, that's a thing. No more Brine. It lasted like a couple episodes. I don't even think I really ever got to use its effect. Like, you know, when they're down to under half HP, it does extra damage. I don't think I got to do anything with that. Alright, next floor. I just like hearing that I'm correct. Like, what the? Who thought that was a good idea? 3 times 13 is 39. Easy enough. 93. Wait, what were the answers? 39, 93. I can see 33. I can't see 93. I'm kind of curious how someone got 93. Look, they put the nerd in here. They're like, you fucking idiot. I study subjects like Pokemon history and why stupid people answer questions like that. With 93. I mean, it is switching around 39. I get it, but still, you have to really try to not understand math. I mean, I guess these Pokemon games are intended for literal kids. Literal kids, you know, little ones. The furlings. Wow, something's actually faster than Bow. This is mildly obnoxious. All right, Bow, we're gonna have to do something. It's called getting you back up from sleep. Is it more pertinent to get you back up from sleep so he can put you down again, or should I just wait to wake up myself because he can't? Because we're pretty much guaranteed to get hit off if we wake up ourselves. Ah, fuck it. Just use the chest of berry. Don't think too much about it. The AI is stupid in this game. It wasn't perfected until 5th gen. At least in my opinion, it wasn't. Ow, Shadow Punch. That did shit all for damage. Why would you give Shadow Punch to Honor? Okay, see, this is what I guessed it would be. Motherfucker. You're an asshole. Okay, you're a mega asshole. Don't worry, I have full restores now. Or full heals. Jesus, there you go. Come on, man. Give me all that health back you just wasted my time with. I knew I should have just woken up on my own. But then he would have confused raided me, and then I would have hit myself in confusion, and oh my god. Ghost Pokemon are just such a bitch to fight because they have moves that can put you to sleep and confuse you. It's just the most obnoxious strategy. It just slows down the whole game. Requires a little bit of luck to work, though. Anyway, 33 is not the answer. Once again, a little girl, though. I probably studied more about Pokemon than you. You've probably also studied more math than I have. However, I don't think you've studied more Pokemon than I have, kid. I've been doing this for over, let's say 15 years now. Well over 15 years. I am 20 now at this point. I think the first Pokemon game I played was when I was 4. Just turned 4 on, like, Christmas, since my birthday is November. So, yeah. Christmas when I was 4. That was a long time ago. You know, I should talk about my childhood a little bit more, because that was a fun time. You see, this house I live in right now was actually getting built during that time. So we actually had to live with our grandfather for a year. And because we did that, there was a lot of fun memories I have of that place. I remember watching Small Soldiers in this weird basement-like alcove. It was like a living room that we never went in, but we watched Small Soldiers there once. I don't know why I remember that of all things, but yes, we just watched Small Soldiers there. I remember having a race car bed, which I had for a good while, but that sort of got lost with this house. I'm not sure what happened. I guess it just swapped out to a real bed. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I was one of those kids who had a race car bed. Get wrecked, kids. What else did I have? Oh, wow, you know Buddha's going to annihilate this gym, too, because all the drift rooms. Sweet. And, of course, I would always go over in the morning to my brother's room, because he had the NES. That was our first console, and I remember playing Super Mario Bros. 3, Kirby's Adventure, which I never beat. Like, a bunch of stuff I remember. I remember, like, one time, part of our family came over to celebrate Hanukkah, which confuses me, because I don't think anyone celebrates Hanukkah at our house, or in our family. But yeah, I definitely remember, like, celebrating Hanukkah, because some of our family came over, and they got up to the Bat Boss on Kirby's Adventure, because in Kirby's Adventure 1, like, just the NES one, I could never get past the ball. Like, the ball, after you fight King Dedede, I have no idea how I got past King Dedede. That required a little bit of skill to get past. But the fact that I couldn't get past the ball, and I remember guests coming over and doing that. But then they got to the Bat Boss, as in the Ultimate Nightmare, or whatever the fuck his name is. I remember getting completely fucked over by that guy, and they never beat him. Until I beat it in the Game Boy Advance version later on. And of course, I came back and beat it for the Let's Play. I beat Kirby's Adventure. I remember that. And of course, I remember for Christmas getting a couple different presents. Dalton got his first game console for him. The idea was that when we got 6, we would get our first game console for him. He got the Game Boy Color. I was going to get the Game Boy Advance when I turned 6 2 years later. What is the first room's answer? It was 15, so 2. Seriously, kid, why don't you answer the quiz properly? That's kind of funny. Anyway, here are the ace trainers, Alan. I'm not gonna go walk my ass back there and go do the quiz over. You know, they should make one of these, like, answers so hilariously wrong that if you actually guess it wrong, they're like, wow, you deserve to lose. And they just throw out level 100 Pokemon. That would make my day. That would totally make my day. That would be really funny. I should have used Spark, since he has less physical defense, but whatever. Now, what else happened? Like, on that Christmas day, we got a couple presents, of course. Well, it's Christmas. But what Dalton got on top of the Game Boy Color was he got 2 games for it, the 2 original Game Boy Color games we had. One was, of course, Pokemon Red, which is what I was starting the story with. That was my first Pokemon game. And also, we got Game & Watch Gallery 4, I want to say, or maybe it was 2. I don't remember which one it was, but it was a Game & Watch Gallery. I remember it had Donkey Kong Jr., and I really liked that game. And it was just one of those games where I tried to play and I just couldn't understand it at all. It was one of those magical games I had as a kid where just trying to play it, I was like, you know, I'm going to have fun sitting here staring at the flashing colors, but I'm not going to understand a shit, word for shit, what any of this means. I'm not sure if Honor has Levitate. It might. If it does, that kind of bums me out, but I'm going to find out now. Because I actually don't remember. Anyway, they can't really do much to Heathcliff either, since all their moves don't affect him. And, yep, Levitate. Son of a bitch. Okay, well, Ancient Power it is, then. Mass Special Defense is also good, mate. You're not going to do much. There you go. Ancient Power always has a cool animation, I find. Oh, no raising all my stats? That's kind of bumming. Huh, what else did we get? Like, I know we got plenty of Game Boy Color games. Like, many we don't actually have anymore. We had gone to Game & Stop at one point. Like, we were really, really saving up for the GameCube. That was the game system that we really wanted. We tried very hard to get that. You know, I'm getting ahead of myself. I should talk about the other thing I wanted to talk about that I got for Christmas. I got Alphabet, the computer, and I should definitely show that off one time. I think we still have Alphabet somewhere around here. Basically, it was a, it was like a leapfrog thing, but it wasn't. It was a literal computer that was for kids, and it talked to you about, like, the alphabet, sung songs, like, it did a shitload, it had a shitload of features that you could do with it. Like, a lot of unnecessary ones, and some really cool ones, like, I believe, it had a song for every single letter of the alphabet that started with that letter. Also, why does this Ace Trainer have a Gengar? What the fuck? You're doing a Gengar, mate. Shouldn't have a Gengar. That's gym leader material there. Guess this gym leader doesn't have a Gengar. Whatever, I ain't complaining. Heathcliff's kind of screwed over thanks to Confuse Ray. Motherfucker. 5 damage thanks to awesome defense. Solid. They can't really do much, can they? They can just use Shadow Ball and hope it works out in the end. Come on. One more. There we go. Now, please get the buffs. Aw, man. Okay, you're an asshole. That's not going to kill me. That's going to come very close. And Pop's calling me. Let's put him on speaker for everyone to listen to. Okay. Okay. Hey, Pop. Hey, what's up? I think the laundry's open. I think the laundry's open.
I'm going to take a look. I'll be right over.
Alright. Well, he's basically warning me that we're going to have an interruption in the future, so that's good to know. I should totally just put Pop on speaker every single time. Because I realized that his cat story that Champy names was sort of missed because it wasn't close enough to the mic. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to give that to Buddha. Oh well, I gave it to Buddha. There you go. Well, I guess I better pause for a bit until he comes down and does his laundry. I have no idea. I think the laundry's open. I don't know. Hey, 16 was the middle one, which is wrong. Ace trainer female. You want to battle me? Okay, I'll do the best I can. Anyway, what other Game Boy Color games do we have that we got rid of? Because, like, we really wanted to get the GameCube, so we started to sell some of them. One of the ones I remember was Tomb Raider on the Game Boy Color. That was a very interesting game that I sort of want to play one day. Maybe for a Let's Play, maybe not. It was a fun game. I liked it well enough. It was very fluent. Like, going back to it, I realized how fluent it looked. As far as, like, Game Boy Color games went. Like, holy shit, it was very fluent. Thank you for reducing my PP. I hate fucking Spite. Spite is just one of those moves that's not usable, but I just hate it anyway because of what it does. It's such an obnoxious move. Side Beam I don't care about. I mean, it can confuse you, which is obnoxious, but, you know, it's whatever. It just did as much damage as how much PP Side Beam has, I think. Actually, Side Beam probably has 25. Oh, yep, here we go. Bye-bye.